How is it going, guys? Thanks a lot for joining me for another beer review. Today I am going to be looking at a couple beers from a brewery I've surprisingly never reviewed before. Had their beers multiple times when I was out in San Diego. Really enjoyed them, had their coffee, loved everything about their brewery, their descriptions, their artwork. Just a great brewery in my opinion. But today's beers are going to be from Modern Times Beer out in San Diego, California. I'm going to be starting out with their Blazing World hoppy dank amber ale brewed with Nelson, Simcoe, and Mosaic. So promises to be pretty freaking dank. I've had this one a couple times, but yeah, never really went in depth on it, and just had it with a meal over there. I think a burger, something like that. Went awesome. So can't wait to try that one out again. Then their Booming Rollers hoppy Citra IPA brewed with Citra, Motueka, and Centennial. Never had this one, but heard good things, so excited for that one as well. And then, last but not least, we're going to be looking at Fruitlands. I have had one or two of this series, but never this one in particular. It's brewed with Passionfruit and Guava. I forgot to mention it is a Gose, so I'm pretty sure they're putting salt in this one. So yeah, awesome stuff. Gonna get this Blazing World cracked right away. It's coming in at, where is it here? 11 SRM, 85 IBU, and I believe 6.5% alcohol by volume. Something like that. I can't find it right now. I think like 6.5 to 7%. But yeah. Alright, pours a beautiful amber color, as one would expect with an amber ale. Crystal clear, tons and tons of carbonation, a finger of a fluffy, soapy, off-white kind of head. Just a great looking brew. Let's get an aroma. Friggin' dank, as you would expect. Super fruity too. Big pineapple, passion fruit kind of notes coming off this one. Almost, yeah, that grapey, vinous kind of character you get from Nelson Sauvin. Big, garlicky, dank kind of aromas coming off this as well. And a hint of malt in the background, but this one is all about the hops. It smells fantastic. It smells like I'm in San Diego right now, so yeah, let's try it out. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, that's a great beer. I don't know why they call this an amber ale. It tastes like straight up a West Coast IPA at its finest, you know. Super dank, super resinous, bit of bitterness. That might be the difference between this one and other IPAs from San Diego, is it doesn't have that big enamel ripping bitterness, which I actually really dig. But super fruity, super dank. It's got that caramelly sweetness on the back of the palate. Just makes it super, super drinkable. Balances out really well. Just a really well balanced, super flavorful amber ale that I could just crush away all the time. And we are back with Booming Rollers, Hoppy Citra IPA. Never had this one before, but I've heard some great stuff about it. It's brewed with Citra, Motueka, Centennial, and then Turo, Carapils, Crystal 10, and wheat malts. It comes in at 6 SRM, 75 IBUs, and 6.8% alcohol by volume. I forgot to do the ABV on Blazing Worlds, and this one is 6.8% too. So, let's get this one crack poured and see how it is. Oh, really nice color to this brew. Alrighty, pours a slightly hazy yellowish, orange kind of color, really bright neon kind of color to this one. Tons of carbonation up the body there. 2 fingers of a bright white, fluffy, frothy kind of head. Really beautiful looking head on this one. Let's get an aroma. Very citrus forward. It does have a bit of dankness. Some like basil, herbaceous kind of dankness to this one. But this one's all about that orange peel, grapefruit. Getting tons and tons of grapefruit off it. Getting hints of like guava, papaya, stuff like that in the background too. And maybe a hint of like some sort of like dark berry, something like that as well. It smells really, really good. Can't wait to try it out. Let's do that. Cheers. That is really, really good. As citrus and hop forward as it is, the thing that's standing out to me is the malt profile on this one. It's got this really beautiful, sweet, biscuity, nutty kind of maltiness in the background there. I do get kind of that wheat, clovey thing way in the background. It really builds for a nice base for those just huge citrusy, grapefruit, just really nice bitter hops, you know. That is a really good IPA. And last but hopefully not least, we are looking at Fruitlands Gose from Modern Times. Yeah. This one's coming in at 4.8% alcohol by volume. It's a salted German-style sour wheat beer brewed with passionfruit and guava. So sounds absolutely awesome. I love Goses. I've gotten a bunch of my friends and stuff like that into sours through Goses and Berliner Weisses, especially fruited ones. So yeah, gonna have to share this one with a few buds, you know. But yeah, this one's coming in a super hazy, bright, beautiful, vibrant, yellow kind of color. Tons of carbonation. It's hard to see, but there is lots of carbonation coming out through that haze up the glass there. Finger and a half of a huge, fluffy, frothy, bright, snow-like kind of head. Not used to seeing that big of a head on a Gose. Usually they fade pretty quick, so yeah, looks awesome. It's definitely got the appearance down, so let's get an aroma. Yeah, it smells like the sea and tropical fruits. Like lemon, getting tons of like definitely getting that passion fruit. There is a bit of that guava in the background. But yeah, like a coriander kind of vibe from that wheat beer aspect of the beer. Yeah, just a really nice smelling beer. It does have that ocean kind of aroma, you know, from that salt and that funkiness, and just smells so good. Alright, let's try it. Cheers, everybody. That's really nice. Really nice Gose. You definitely get a nice tart lemon kind of characteristic off of it. Lemon juice, lemon zest, that kind of thing. A slight hoppy kind of bitterness. Very slight. And then that dry kind of saltiness you would expect in a Gose. But it's got this beautiful sweet wheat beer kind of characteristic to it. Super crushable beer. I mean, 4.8%. I'm just downing this like it's a radler, like a shandy, you know. It's just going down super quick. Big fruitiness to it, some banana kind of aspects from that wheat beer. I'm getting a nice amount of that passion fruit, the guava. Gives a nice, even more of a slight tartness, slight sweetness. Hard to describe, really, until you taste the beer. But it's got an amazing mouthfeel. Oftentimes the style can be really light. This one's got that chewiness, that breadiness, and to me that's what I want in a Gose. That's what I want in a beer in general. It's a nice, just silky smooth, yet a creamy kind of mouthfeel, you know. Yeah, this one's got that chewiness in spades. So awesome, awesome beer. Yeah, that's great. I cannot wait to finish the rest of this. I don't think I'm going to share this one. This is too good. But yeah, no, I'll give a couple shots to people. But and as ratings on the three modern times beers I've reviewed for you today, Blazing World, I would give like a 93, something like that. A high A minus kind of brew. Just really, really nice. One of the best, if not the best, amber ale I've ever had. Really dig it. I think fresh it would be more of a 94, 95, but I review beers based on what they are at time of drinking. This one does have a little bit more age on it than I would personally prefer, but that being said, it's still awesome. It's a great, great beer. Yeah, awesome stuff. Blazing Worlds. And then Booming Rollers, another great hoppy brew from them. Loved it. Absolutely loved this beer. It went down way, way too quick. Yeah, had a great time with this one. As a rating on this one, I go like a 95, right there. Like a A kind of rating. And Fruitlands. This beer, awesome. Lovely Gose. I personally prefer my sour beers to be a little bit more tart, a little bit more sour, but this is a beer I could drink multiple cans of. Usually with sours, I get a palate fatigue at the end of the bottle, you know, but this beer, it doesn't give that at all. It's just something you could crush all day, every day, and it's just super refreshing, super well-balanced, flavorful, and sweet kind of Gose, and I really dig that. Yeah, as a rating on this one, I go like a, I don't know, like a 92, 91, right around there. It's great beers from modern times. They always impress me with their brews. Really, really solid, really nice beers, and yeah, definitely recommended, especially for hot summer days. This is the perfect beers to drink at San Diego, stuff like that, and yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm getting a little buzzed here reviewing all these beers. So, yeah, gonna see you next time. Thanks for watching. Till the next time, cheers.